She was the queen bee. Not because she tried the hardest to be liked, but because she understood something most people never figure out: how to actually control a room. Before starting, welcome back to your iconic YouTube channel where we discuss it girls' mindset. Regina George wasn't mean by accident, it was a system. A strategy that works so well, an entire school organized itself around her without her ever having to ask. The first thing Regina understood, probably without ever naming it, is that attention is currency, and most people give theirs away for free. They over-explain themselves. They chase approval. They respond to everyone, laugh at everything, try to be liked by every single person in the room. Regina did the opposite. She decided who got her time, not the other way around. She wasn't available to everyone, and that scarcity is exactly what made her attention feel valuable. She acted like being liked was already decided, a given, not a goal. Because when you carry yourself like the outcome is already settled, people believe it too. Most girls are taught to earn their place. Regina simply occupied hers, and whether you agree with how she used that or not, the instinct itself, the refusal to wait for validation, is the actual skill worth stealing.
My God, I love your skirt. Where did you get it?
It was my mom's in the 80s.
Vintage. So adorable.
Thanks.
That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen.
The third thing she did was set the rules before anyone else could challenge them. What counted as cool, who was in, what the standard even was. She wasn't reacting to a social hierarchy, she was writing it. This is a mindset shift that has nothing to do with high school. If you don't define your own standards for how you dress, how you work, how you expect to be treated, someone else will define them for you. And you'll spend your life measuring yourself against a scale you didn't even choose. Watch how she moves through a room versus how everyone else does. Most people walk in already scanning, looking for who's watching, adjusting their posture, checking if they belong. Regina walked in like the room already belonged to her. No scanning, no adjusting, no asking. The way you hold your shoulders, the pace you walk at, whether you make eye contact first or wait for someone else to all of, that is communicating a story before you've said a single word. Most people's body language is begging for approval. Hers was announcing a decision that had already been made. If you want people to read you as confident, you don't start with what you say. You start with how you occupy space. Here's the uncomfortable part. People didn't follow Regina because they liked her. A lot of them didn't. They followed her because she was predictable in a specific way. She was consistent about what she valued and consistent about what she wouldn't tolerate. Humans actually crave that, not cruelty, clarity. When someone's standards shift depending on their mood, people don't trust them, even if they're nicer. When someone's standards are fixed, people know exactly where they stand, and that certainty is magnetic even when it's uncomfortable. This is the difference between being a pushover and being predictable in a healthy way. A confident girl isn't someone whose mood decides the rules. She's someone whose values decide the rules every single time, regardless of mood. That consistency is what actually built Regina's authority, not the meanness sitting on top of it. So let's get specific about what you can actually take out of this and use starting today. 1. Stop auditioning for approval in every room you walk into. Decide your value before you get there, not while you're standing in it. 2. Get consistent. Not nice all the time. Not harsh all the time. Consistent. Same standards on your worst day as your best day. That's what people actually respect long term. 3. Control your own narrative before someone else writes it for you. If you don't decide what you stand for, what you'll tolerate, what you're building toward, someone else will hand you a version of yourself that's smaller and easier to manage. Don't accept the first draft someone else writes for you. That's the actual lesson hiding inside the art of being mean. It was never about being mean at all. It was about certainty, standards, and refusing to shrink for approval. Okay girls, this is the end of this video. Hope this helped you out and see y'all in the next video. Fadri.